What's going on, y'all? D-Bucket Boy News 401 here. How's everybody doing today? Fuck Joe Biden and fuck you for voting for him. Oh, shit. Yeah! How'd you guys like that for an opening stream?
Here he is.
Oh, the fucker is here. What's going on, 420?
Hey, what's going on? How's everybody doing?
Not bad. So, I know we were talking. What's up, the kid? How are you, man?
Hey, kick ass. What's going on?
I know we were talking a little bit backstage. I wanted to see if you wanted to bring this up on actual piano today. Have you heard about what's going on with this Gabby? I cannot pronounce her last name to save my life. Petito.
It's probably Potato.
Heard about Petito, yeah. But have you been following up what's been going on with Gabby?
No, you're the first one. What's up, Dirty Mike? You're the first one to
All right, so before we go over,
you're the first one to let me know. I didn't even hear about it until you told me.
Before we go over this live update, what I've been getting out of this story was, it's a fucked up story. So we're just gonna go off the live updates after I go over what I've been hearing throughout the week. So what happened was her and her boyfriend got into it. I'm gonna show a video too of where her and her boyfriend got into it. And the cop asked the boyfriend if he wanted to press charges on her. He said, no, that's my fiance. They let him go. And then I guess shortly after that, he appeared back in Northport, Florida without her in her van. Arrived in Northport, Florida, where they're from in Florida, I guess, where his parents are from. In her van without her. And then they make him a person of interest off rip. He then goes missing. Now they've been having a manhunt on him for a couple of days now. And now he's a person of interest because today her autopsy came back. It was her and that it was a homicide. But with all that being said, this is the Gabby Petito body cam footage. We're going to hear that first brought light to the scene, we'll say. I don't mean positive light as in a positivity type of phrase here. But this is what all started what the fuck is going on with this case type of shit. 420, if you can share this video real quick, that'd be great.
Riley.
Let me know when you're all set over on your end.
It's like literal torture.
So, right up over there. Yes, we're good. Okay. So this 3-minute video,
like
take a look.
literal torture. You are torturing us. Whether you have information or not, let us know.
Joseph Petito wants his daughter's fiance to tell investigators exactly what he knows. Ryan Laundrie has been silent since Gabby vanished.
They've known each other since high school. It's not like they were strangers and met at a bar. They've known each other for a long time.
2 people went on a trip, 1 person returned. And that person that returned isn't providing us any information.
He was my first person of interest.
Gabby, never goes outside.
Gabby and Ryan set out on their road trip on July 2nd, departing from Gabby's hometown of Blue Point, New York in a white 2012 Ford Transit van. On July 4th, they were at Monument Rocks in Kansas, where Gabby posted these photos from the natural landmark. 6 days later, they stopped in Colorado at the Great Sand Dunes, and by July 16th, the couple was in Utah at Zion National Park. They spent 6 days camping and hiking through Zion and Bryce Canyon.
This was a dream trip. They worked for a year to get here.
On July 26th, the pair relaxed at Mystic Hot Springs. On the 30th, they were in Canyonlands. And on August 12th, they took a 30-minute drive to Arches National Park. Then things appeared to take a turn.
I was distracting him from driving. I'm sorry.
Officers questioned the couple after a witness saw them arguing at a grocery store.
Somebody.
Gabby was sobbing.
We just been fighting all morning, and he wouldn't let me in the car before.
The couple spent the night apart to cool off. Gabby slept in the van, and an officer checked Brian into a hotel.
On the 21st was the last time I FaceTimed her. I knew where she was. She was happy, bubbly, no issues. She was laughing. We were talking. So everything was good. I didn't see red flags. But you're not going to tell your old man there's red flags. If I would have spotted something, I would have done something.
Gabby was last seen on August 24th, checking out of a hotel in Salt Lake City. Her mother says she spoke with Gabby the next day, and they were in Grand Teton National Park near Jackson, Wyoming. They were heading to Yellowstone. Then, on September 1st, Brian arrived at his parents' house in Florida all by himself.
It's frustrating, bordering on, absolute anger.
Brian's sister, Cassie, spoke to ABC News, but she hasn't spoken to her brother.
Me and my family want Gabby to be found safe. She's like a sister, and my children love her.
An attorney for Brian says in a statement, intimate partners are often the first person law enforcement focuses their attention on, and the warning that any statement made will be used against you is true, regardless of whether my client had anything to do with Miss Petito's disappearance. On the advice of counsel, Mr. Laundrie is not speaking on this matter.
She's like a bubbly, loving, caring, hippie from the 60s. She's a Beatles lover. She loved art. She loves to do stuff, and she's got more stuff to do. She loved to find beautiful places. She wants to go to more places. So we got to get her home to do that.
So with that being said there, before we go to the newest update, I'm going to touch base with the chat here with E420. My understanding, where to start with Embraced. We're going to start with Embrace. Embrace goes on and says she's dead. Her boyfriend killed her. He disappeared. The body been found. They find it. I understand all that, but the thing is, though, 6 days of him trying to get her to do something probably most likely she didn't want to do. Most likely, I wouldn't doubt that either. But the thing is, how did they let him get away so fast? Or how was he able to get away and so swiftly? Is what I'm trying to say.
I don't know.
He was never labeled, and you can see based on that story on September 17th that came out, that video. But he was never based or even mentioned a person of interest yet.
Yeah.
Now here's the live update coming from Fox News. I know everybody hates the mainstream, but we got to go from our main sources somewhere and base our own opinions off of it and dictate what we want to believe, what we don't want to believe from that main source, as I always say too. But anyways, it says right here, Gary Petito's father shared his thoughts on Laundrie family with Dr. Phil.
See you, kid. See you later, kid. Yeah.
Kid, have a good night. But Gary Petito, Brian Laundrie search for shooting in Carlton Reserve as autopsies due Tuesday. That was 40 minutes ago. Hold on. Here, let's do this one. AP News. So, Northport, Florida, Gary Petito was killed by another person, a coroner concluded, while also confirming that the human remains found recently at Wyoming National Park were those of the 22-year-old woman who disappeared months after she set out on a cross-country road trip with her boyfriend, the FBI said Tuesday. Teton County Coroner Brent Blue determined Petito was a homicide victim, but did not disclose a cause of death pending final autopsy results, officials said. Her body was found Sunday near an undeveloped camping area in remote northern Wyoming, along the border of Grand Teton National Park. Meanwhile, authorities continue to search a swampy Florida preserve area near the home of Petito's boyfriend. Police in Northport, Florida said investigators returned Tuesday to the Carlton Reserve to look for Brian Laundrie, 23. Nothing of note was found, and the search was expected to continue Wednesday. Investigators began searching the 24,000-acre Florida Natural Preserve over the weekend, focusing on the area of Laundrie's parents told police he may have gone there. I hope they mention what Governor DeSantis is doing. Watch this. Hate to bring that story into play. But anyways, authorities are using helicopters, drones, dogs, and officers in all-terrain vehicles to search for Laundrie. About 75% of the search area is underwater. On Monday, the FBI went to Laundrie's parents' home in Northport and removed several boxes and towed away a car neighbors said Laundrie's mother typically used. Laundrie and Petito had been living with his parents at the Northport home before the road trip on which she died. The young couple had set out on July in a converted van to visit national parks in the West. They got into a fight along the way. Laundrie was alone when he returned in the van to his parents' home September 1st, police said. Laundrie has been named a person of interest in the case, but whereabouts in recent days were unknown. So if his whereabouts in recent days were unknown, why was he never a person of interest from the jump?
He should have been a
person of interest
person of interest right off the jump. Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely should have been a person of interest.
Posted on social media an image of a broken heart above a picture of his daughter with the message, "She touched the world." In an interview broadcast Monday on TV's Dr. Phil show, Joseph Petito and Laundrie and his daughter had dated for 2.5 years, and Laundrie was always respectful during the interview, which was recorded before the daughter's body was found. Petito said the couple had taken a previous road trip to California in her car, and there were no problems. Joseph Petito said the family began worrying after several days without hearing from their daughter. We called Brian, we called the mom, we called the dad, we called the sister, we called every number that we could find. Joseph Petito said no phone calls were picked up, text messages were returned. Joseph Petito said he wants Laundrie to be held accountable for whatever part he played in his daughter's disappearance, along with his family for protecting him. I hope they get what's coming, and that includes his folks, Joseph Petito said, because I will tell you right now, they are just as complicit in my book. The FBI said the investigators are seeking information from anyone who may have seen the couple around Grand Teton. Gabby Petito and Laundrie were childhood sweethearts, which we already knew. His parents, she grew up in New York, Long Island. His parents, Northport, 35 miles south from Sarasota. A man who saw Petito and Laundrie fighting in Moab, Utah on August 12 called 911 to report a domestic violence incident. According to a recording of the call obtained from the Grant County Sheriff's Office, the man said he saw Laundrie slap Petito while walking through the town and proceeded to hit her before the two got in their van and drove off. Right there, why wasn't he a person of interest? Based off of that knowledge.
Yeah.
Video released by the Moab police showed that an officer pulled the couple's van over on the same day after it was seen speeding and hitting the curb near Arches National Park. The body camera footage showed an upset Petito. Laundrie said the video that the couple had gotten into a scuffle after the climb into the van with dirty feet. He said he did not want to pursue a domestic violence charge against Petito, who officers decided was the aggressor. Moab police separated the couple for the night, with Laundrie checking into a motel and Petito remaining in the van. In the footage, Gabby Petito cried as she told the officer she and Laundrie had been arguing over her excessive cleaning of the van. She told the officer she has OCD. On Dr. Phil, her father said that was not literally true. She just likes to keep her living area orderly and was using slang, he said. So with that being said, and now look at what Governor DeSantis is doing. Oops. Let's go right here from Twitter. At the request of the Norfolk Police, at my FWC law enforcement has been assisting in the search of Brian Laundrie. I have directed all state agencies under my purview to continue to assist federal and local law enforcement as they continue to search. We need justice for Gabby Petito. Not only that, he also demands that. Where was it? That all. Basically, he wants all boots on the ground. Is basically what he wants. So even DeSantis is not even playing as governor, playing role of Brian Landry's family's residing state. Oops. But
Dude, if you fucking fall again, oh my God.
no, I can't afford that right now.
Dude, that. Oh, Jesus.
Oh fuck, that would hurt right now. But there's so many red flags in that story. Like I was talking to you earlier over the phone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why? August 12th, September 1st. Now this is September 1st, and they pulled her over. They separated them for mental health issues or whatnot, just to make sure they were good for 24 hours. They let them go back together. Now she's missing. Now they can't even find the motherfucker. Now he wasn't a person of interest at the start, but now that they ruled out it was her body in Wyoming, and that it was a homicide. Now he's a person of interest. We're in almost October, the end of September now, and now he's a person of interest.
Yeah, that's
Somebody was sitting on their fucking thumb and just jerking off in the back room somewhere. Sorry to say.
probably.
So let's go back to the chat. I already seen the body went out. Okay, all too much of this type of stuff. It's fine too much. I would want someone to do this for me. I passed 6 days of him trying to get her to do stuff probably which most likely we didn't want to do. Most definitely. That's why that August 12th domestic violence call was very alarming. It should have made him a POI right off rip.
Yep. Yeah, and people do. They disappear all the time.
Seriously, Bucket takes a serious tone and people leave. That's nuts. Laugh out loud, justice. He doesn't care about justice. People disappear all the time. What?
Why would he disappear unless he committed suicide?
Yep. I'm sorry to say, people don't disappear. Just like Jeff Epstein didn't kill himself. Just like Tom McAfee didn't kill himself. There's something within this story that the family has something with the FBI or the Florida police, something like that, or something, because he should have been a POI since September 1st. The second he returned back to his parents' home in Florida without her in her vehicle, that should have been a POI incident right there and then.
Yeah, should have, of course, and he should have went right to the parents, And if something did happen, you should have notified the parents. Just don't drive all the way back,
right?
Park at your house,
and then disappear.
Dickhead.
Within 3 weeks.
No, unreal.
Search for him for almost a week now. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
I think it was 2 weeks too late to start the search. They should have started the search September 2nd.
Yeah.
If not that night of September 1st.
Yeah. Yep.
It is sad. It is sad, question mark. Well, how do you say his name?
I don't know. It's a bunch of question marks with a Facebook symbol in the middle, then a bunch of question marks.
It is sad, though. It is sad. But
what are you doing smoking?
What?
What are you doing smoking butts? What are you doing smoking butty pickle minis?
Did you see the search team though?
What's up, Herb? Herb Freeman in the house.
This is what they've been doing for the search team as a day ago.
I'm Jasmine Stiles. We start with new developments in the search for 22-year-old Gabby Petito. The FBI confirms they found human remains in Bridger Teton National Forest. Agents say it's consistent with the description of Gabby. Now the search for her fiance continues. His family says they haven't heard from him or seen him since last Tuesday. ABC Action News reporter McKenna King is live in Northport. McKenna, with this new development, are there any changes in Brian Laundrie's status to police at all?
Well, Jasmine, at this point, we are directly across the street from the Laundrie family home, and Northport Police has blocked off the area for the last several hours, ever since that announcement was made that a body was found inside the Bridger Teton National Forest. Now, at this point, it's important to remember that Brian Laundrie is still just considered a person of interest in Gabby's disappearance, and Brian Laundrie is still missing at this point. Of course, they had the search all day today through the Carlton Reserve, and they say there was nothing to report there. But neighbors and news crews have gathered out here all evening just to see if anything happens outside the home here. Now, earlier this evening, the FBI Denver office announced that they had recovered remains in the general area where a search had been underway for Gabby Petito. Shortly after that, they confirmed those remains were consistent with Gabby's, but at this point, a full confirmation has not been made.
Earlier today, human remains were discovered, consistent with the description of Gabby Petito. Full forensic identification has not been completed to confirm 100% that we found Gabby, but her family has been notified of this discovery.
But as you can see, what we already went off of, and the search team they have for her, all-terrain vehicles, everything. In the freaking search area, it's flooded, as it stated.
Yeah, it's
Good luck trying to find him. You should have been looking for him from the beginning of the month, not since last Tuesday when he went missing. There's something.
Maybe he went on another road trip.
and been able to get this far without getting seen. How?
Yeah, I don't think I think he committed suicide, to be honest with you.
Yep.
I really do. I really think he drove his car over a cliff or something. So he did it somewhere where he's not going to be found for a while.
But they seen him hiking in the area of his house since last Tuesday, but they can't find him still.
No.
There's a lot of like what the fucks in this story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel bad for her. That's for damn sure. They should have never let him go on the 12th. Because that was here in Rhode Island. They wouldn't let me go. Or they would have let somebody else go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just like you said. Who does the family know? Who does the family know somebody? I mean,
because if it was me or Joe Citizen with that kind of situation on August 12th, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They would have taken me in or taken Joe Citizen in, and we would have had to fight our case. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the other thing is too. Didn't they say she was the aggressor in the right? So why didn't they arrest her?
But before.
You know, what state were they in? What state were they in where that happened? Wyoming?
Grand Teton, I believe, Wyoming. Yeah.
I wonder what the domestic laws are. The domestic violence laws are in Wyoming, because I know in Florida. I believe in Florida. I shouldn't say I know. I believe
Wyoming. Yep.
That the aggressor goes to jail automatically. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can't say yay or nay.
That's why I was saying me and Joe Citizen will be pulled right in if we were the aggressor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, depending on what state you're in. But
and then it's not even just that too. You got to think this: August 12th. Okay, when the police arrived, they determined she was the aggressor. But the phone calls before that stated he was the aggressor. Before they pulled him over earlier in the day, remember?
Yeah.
When they were on their way back to the van.
Yeah.
He was seen slapping her around on the way back to the van before they drove off. And then when they got pulled over, they determined she was the aggressor. Witnesses called in saying he was the aggressor, but they determined during the pullover that she was the aggressor.
Yeah. Doesn't
But
make
none
any,
of them
it didn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like question mark here is saying, you know, who's going to believe a little skinny thing like her? You know, it's funny. He's right. You know,
But it's just funny though that the phone calls before
sad.
the pullover.
Yeah, it kind of switched. Yeah, it kind of switched.
The phone calls before the
Switch
pullover
hands.
stated. He
You
was
know?
slapping her around.
You know,
On
if
the
he
way
was the
back.
aggressor, if he was the, hey Jess, if he was
Jesse. But it's just weird. He was the aggressor on the way to the van before they drove off from the store. Because he was
and they
slapping her
determined
around
that she was the aggressor
during the pullover.
on scene.
Because they pulled them over because he hit a
Their
curb.
fucking domestic violence laws are got to be fucked up.
Yep. 'Cause
There's something fucked up.
and the reason why they pulled them over because they were speeding and they hit a curb.
Yeah, they hit a curb.
And at that time, she was the aggressor. What the fuck is going on in this situation?
Nah, he should have been arrested. Especially he was driving. And he's speeding, so he's fucking pissed. He's in a rage.
Reckless driving,
Reckless driving.
possibly driving to endanger.
You know. So I mean, this kid's family's got to know somebody. Something's got to come out on something.
I'm looking it up right now. Wyoming's domestic violence laws. Legal definition of, all right. What is the legal definition of domestic abuse in Wyoming? For the purpose of getting an order of protection, domestic abuse is when a member of your household does any of the following things to you: physically abuses you, threatens to physically abuse you, attempts to cause or cause physical harm, or acts which unreasonably restrain your personal liberty, such as forcibly holding you down, puts you in fear of immediate physical harm, which the phone call stated he was doing before they drove off, makes you reasonably afraid that she or he is going to physically hurt you in the near future, or makes you have sex or engage in sexual activity by force, threat of force, or duress, pressure, or
Coercion.
Yeah. It says, what are the legal definition of domestic abuse in Wyoming? What are the types of domestic violence orders? What protections can I get? In which county can I file domestic violence order protection? If the abuser lives in a different state, can I still get an order against him? Just normal questions, but that's just basically just the flat out guidelines.
No, it's flat out guidelines. There's no, where we side of the victim and you go to jail regardless if the victim wants to press charges or not. There's nothing saying it, nothing in there saying that.
No, that's just what it said. That's all it said in that little paragraph. I'll even share it to show you.
I wonder if Wyoming as a state has many domestic violence problems.
If you share that right there, you just see right there. It says womenslaws.org. What is the legal definition of domestic abuse in Wyoming?
You can't see it, Bucket.
Can't. You can't see that?
No. What are you kidding me?
How could nobody see that?
I can't see that.
Hold on, let me blow it up.
I know it's worldwide.
Can you see it now?
Dude, no, I don't have my reading glasses on, so you can make it as large as possible or as readable as possible.
Can anybody else see that in chat?
But I'm not going upstairs to get my reading glasses, so.
Can anybody else see that in chat where it says, what is the legal definition of domestic abuse in Wyoming? But it just states what basically most states are.
Well, I know Mass has got a strict
Okay,
domestic
question
violence
mark.
law. Rhode Island, I'm sure, is probably worse than Mass.
But it doesn't go on based on the stipulations. It's just like it's weird. And if you think though, based on the stipulations, he would have been arrested because of the phone calls prior to driving off from the store.
Yeah.
And then with him driving at the time of pullover for speeding and hitting a curb, she was obviously too scared to speak for herself.
Yeah. Bucket, hold on 1 sec. Hold that thought for a second.
Yep. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for 420 to get back to continue on that, while she's probably too scared to speak for herself, I've been watching this new show called The Equalizer. Guys, it's with Queen Latifah. If you get a chance to look at take a chance to watch it. It's on CBS.
Is it
Equalizer?
Is it based on the movie?
I never really seen the movie, honestly. But I just gotta
Was
say,
she a hitman?
Yes, basically, yes.
Okay. All right, so it's based on the movie.
Okay, then yes.
I recommend watching the movie. There's two of them. Equalizer and
I've been on a road
Equalizer.
trip with one
Pretty good.
person before. A couple times.
What's that?
Same person, yes. I've been on a road trip with somebody multiple times, yes. But one person only, and that's it.
Yeah.
But anyways, what we were saying before you told me my thought, I was saying basically she might have been too scared to speak for herself, and the cops pulled them over at that point.
Yeah.
So how
True.
did the cops not put the puzzle pieces together and let it all go?
I don't think they wanted to be there.
I'm not even a lawyer yet. I'm going to school starting this fall, maybe winter classes for paralegal studies. But I'm just a normal Joe Blow citizen looking at this from my point of view with you and in the chat here. And we're all basically on the same page on what the fuck and what slipped through the cracks and how did it slip through the cracks. I do believe we're on the same page. Are we not, guys?
Yeah.
This should not have slipped through the cracks. It should not have taken this long to put a in-depth search onto this guy. He goes missing last Tuesday. Why wasn't he held since the first? How did he even get an opportunity to go missing since last Tuesday and then become a person of interest after that? And now you're searching for the kid and you can't even find him. How the fuck did you let that all happen since the first?
Yeah.
When this whole thing started on August 12th, based on the starting reports.
Yep. I'm still scratching my head. I don't.
No, it was more of a business.
Oh, the cops.
Or was a business part at the time, I thought.
These cops obviously didn't do an investigation. So
dispatcher to do a good job dispatching. And let the cops know that we're on scene that they had calls earlier in the day or something.
what would you think about getting the FOIA on that? On the
I
phone
want to
call?
call Wyoming police and I want to call Wyoming state not state Graydon Tenton is finding out where the city or state city hall is, town hall is for that area. And see what police department actually picked it up and get one, because there's something I gotta follow up on this story, because there is something in my head saying this has something little to do with police corruption a little bit. And the reason why I say this truthfully and the reason why I fully feel this way is because why the fuck did they sit on it so long?
We're never going to get a direct answer. You're never going to get a direct answer.
I'll pay for this FOIA request. I want to send the email in the morning. I want to get the email for the mayor. I want to get the email for the chief of police, and I want to email the internal affairs as well to see how I can get this FOIA request and public records request, because there's no bliss. Because like I said, if that was me or Joe Citizen here, we'd be sitting in jail until something proved us innocent. Because they automatically you treat us like we're guilty before innocent in these states. Lake Florida, Rhode Island, Mass. So where the fuck did they slip through the cracks and let the cracks slip, or let it slip through the cracks? How? Where? Why? What the fuck is going on with this story? There's more to it than that meets the eye, is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I hear you. Now, how far is this going to go? Yeah, if you would.
Yeah, and why are you letting these departments get away with failing again? They want these departments to be held accountable. They want people to stop hating the fucking police, but we got the fucking police departments doing this shit and sitting ducks and waiting last minute to even open their eyes or something.
Yeah.
But these cops want respect. These cops want, we'll protect and serve. We're the good ones. Yeah, fuck you, you are.
Look at your case. Look what happened to you.
Which one? Woonsocket?
Oh, the one at the pharmacy.
Woonsocket. Yeah, exactly. They think it just keeps slipping through the cracks. And this one, they're not going to be able to slip through. I'm making sure of it. Whether I got to go about just pleading out, or not pleading out, I mean, getting this case dismissed, I'm saying, I'm not pleading out, I promise you. Fucking promise you that. But when I get this case dismissed, and whether I have to fucking just settle it out with my lawyer then and get a new one for the civil court case, I will. Because I am going at them for false arrest, mental anguish, fucking refusing to let me make a phone call, keep me detained for 7.5 hours on a municipal court case, fingerprinting me on a municipal court case when you don't have to be fingerprinted.
Your lawyer know all this?
Yep, and that's why he said it was bullshit and that we're waiting to December 8th when the court case comes up because that's when they put it to. And we're going to try to get it dismissed then. If not, we're going right to trial. And he said we'll go right to appeal
When's your
court.
next date? When's your next trial date?
December 8th.
December.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
They're just stringing it. They're just stringing it along.
Because Woonsocket's just shitting themselves now. They see I got an actual paid lawyer. I actually paid him. He stayed retained from the last court date, and now they're just gonna postpone it as far as they can. Because they didn't think I was really gonna be about what I said to him right in that video.
Yeah.
I have a lawyer on retainer from Frank Orbona's office. Watch.
Yeah.
He knows where to find us. Yeah, I bet he does.
Nah.
And now they see, oh shit, he did come and find us. Oh shit, Bucket Boy wasn't like the rest of the orders we dealt with. He's actually a man of his word. Oh, he does what he says he's gonna do. And now they're trying to just keep it going as far out as they can.
Yeah. Well.
And that's what they're gonna probably do here now.
Hey, did you get a notification?
If they find the body of Brian Laundrie, if it's really gonna be Brian Laundrie now. Who knows if it's gonna be one of those mysterious cases like Jeff Epstein and John McAfee and all this shit, because how long they've been sitting on it as it is, you know? This could be one of those unknown mysteries again, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it could be.
But
Could be.
what?
Did you get a notification
For what?
for tonight's show?
Oh, yeah, it said you were going live in 30 minutes, and then let me see if I got another one. It said, yes. And
Okay.
it said you are live as of 39 minutes ago.
I thought I figured I'd have more than 3 people.
But it's because I'm on here. Nobody likes me no more. Because I kept it too real, I guess. Kept it too real, and I didn't take no bullshit.
No bullshit.
No bullshit.
Well, let's talk about.
So yeah, let's go back on my my case. how these cops keep slipping through the cracks too. So we seen that. And now I want to put it this way. You know what's funny, 420?
What's that, Bubba?
Remember when I was fighting against the petty fireworks situation? I never did a follow-up on the FOIA request about the questions I had on the fireworks, but I got the FOIA. And you know what's funny? I want to give it maybe 15% of the calls cause damage. 15%
Cause damage?
Cause a little bit of fire damage from the fireworks. Like 15, maybe 20% of the calls, according to the FOIA requests I seen and I received, were damage-related calls.
What do they charge you in Rhode Island for FOIA requests?
Oh, Pawtucket, nothing. It depends on the city.
Oh, really? Because I've seen some ones that are absolutely freaking ridiculous.
Yeah, some places will charge you $25 and up. Some people have a flat rate. Some people have a fucking minimum rate. But it depends on the city. In Pawtucket, what they really charge me, because they know I know too much on them. You know.
Yeah.
Put it this way. Speaking about slipping through the cracks, remember when Danny Dolan was schooling me on respect for the prisoners on my video?
I don't know who that is.
The cop that shot that 18-year-old at the pizza place.
Well, what about it? I don't know who that is.
Danny Dolan was a former Pawtucket cop that got charged with 3 felony assault and batteries and a felony discharge of a firearm while committing a crime.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he was that cop that was in my video when I was recording the back of the police station, and the cop said that I couldn't record the prisoners, and I was schooling them on privacy and whatnot.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, but you don't care." I said, "Well, the mainstream media gets to do it, so I don't care." He goes, "That's the point. You don't care." And he was talking to me about feelings and whatnot. And then he goes and shoots that kid 2 days later for no reason. And now he's facing charges for 3 felony assault and batteries and a felony discharge of a firearm while committing a crime, and fired from the Pawtucket Police Department. And he did all that while off duty. And way out of jurisdiction because he was in East Greenwich.
Yeah.
But that's why he got called off duty. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't on duty, obviously. He was in plain clothes, and he was coming back from a private event.
Yeah.
Well, these cops, I'm glad they got him not slipping now. But just these cops think they're slick, though. They weren't talking to you about respect and all this shit, but then they go and do this.
Yeah.
You know, and now look at where they're sitting with fucking 4 felony charges. And fired from the police force. You're trying to school me when I'm schooling you on the First Amendment, and you're trying to school me on respect for the prisoners. Use your Sally port. Or tell you to go to a new one.
Exactly. Use the Sally port.
There's no assumption of privacy in public. It's like I told him, he should go, you don't care. It's like, I don't care. Because the mainstream media can do it. Well, that's the point. You don't care. Why should I? Don't commit the crime.
Yeah, it's not.
How many times have I been put on fucking blast for committing crimes and shit? Fuck. You know what I mean?
Dude, you're like a Don, man. You're like a Don. Got the cigarette going, you got the hair slicked back.
I wish I had a scar, honestly. I wish I had a nice freaking
you know what I mean?
I wish I had a nice Cuban right now.
Midwest.
Bro?
Midwest, you little cocksucker. Get your ass up here, you little prick.
He won't come up here. He's a pussy.
You know, his internet sucks fucking ball sack.
Yeah, he's gonna pay 50 cents per minute.
Yeah, probably. Fuck.
Yeah, since they took away the payphones, they turned it into internet fees.
Yeah.
Remember that shit? Please deposit 50 cents for the next 3 minutes. Now it's just 1 minute for 50 cents because it's, shit inflated.
Yeah, it's like a fucking payphone.
Yep. Well, that's better than having your hair all wild and acting like a crazy person. I hear you. Now, I've been trying to look more professional and more presentable because I've been trying to put my company out more.
Nice. Good for you.
So
I'm still waiting for my fucking camera.
I know.
No. This is something different. I had a camera that my wife ordered me. It'd be going on a month now. I haven't gotten it yet.
I wonder if that trucking inflation stopping this different. Remember when the truckers did that whole 24-hour stop?
When did it happen though?
September 1st or the 31st of August.
All truckers stopped. The union truckers.
All the truckers, like they did a whole thing, dude. Like the truckers did a national trucker stop. Like they just stopped where they were because of the mandates and all that. You didn't see that?
No, I didn't.
Hold on. Truckers stop for 24 hours.
That could fuck it up.
Three weeks ago. Okay. I hope this is the video I want. No, I don't want to share the tab audio because I'm going to use my own. Okay, it's up there if you can. We good?
Holy shit. What the fuck?
Oh God, we got a guest.
You got an internet that works.
Oh my God. Did you pay $5 this time?
No, I got two different phones, dickhead.
Oh, all right, good job.
Thank you.
No, but watch this, guys. 3 weeks ago, 24 hours at the world's largest truck stop. Watch what happens.
Portion of this video is sponsored by The Motley Fool. We're about to spend the next 24 hours at the world's largest truck stop. We're going to try the food, check out their amenities, bathroom.
What are we, 4-year-olds?
And hopefully learn a little bit more about the unique lives of full-time truck drivers. So if I had a camera and came up to you and you were a stranger and I said, hey, you have a bed in your truck, how weird would that be? Excuse me.
No, that's not it. Hold on.
There's a truck stop in Pennsylvania that we go to when we travel. We stop at and shower at. Fucking thing is so goddamn for $7. You get the hot shot, nice hot shower. They give you soap, shampoo, washcloth, 3 towels. You get privacy, the whole 9 yards for $7, dude. You can spend the night in the shower if you wanted to. Hot water, unlimited hot water.
For real?
Yeah.
I can't find it. It was on TikTok. That matters.
It's on TikTok, you said?
No, have y'all seen this shit Anonymous? Y'all seen this shit?
No. Who's Anonymous?
Fucking early.
You don't know who the fuck Anonymous is?
No.
He's the one that's been hacking Sony, Xbox since day fucking one.
Yeah, they're the top hackers in the world. And November 5th, go to TikTok, check their shit out, see what they're fucking talking about. And I hope to fucking God they do what I think they're gonna do. I have a feeling that they're gonna expose this fucking COVID shit for what it is.
Well, we'll have to see. That was some heavy shit, Midwest. I'm fucking stoned, and that was some real heavy shit.
Oh, no, trust me, bro. I mean, like these guys, if they're back in full force and together again, they're gonna expose a lot of motherfuckers and a lot of governments.
Anywhere. They just been branched off to mini groups.
No, they dispersed for a minute. They're all back together now.
Nah, bro, don't let that fool you because think about it. How did a lot of other shit get hacked in the meantime since they've been gone? They have little mini intel groups too. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying they're gonna say they're part of Anonymous, but you gotta think how have like the Bitcoin get hacked at one point and all this other shit got hacked in it over the last few years. And Anonymous has been ghost. You gotta think he's gonna have little minion crews too. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't think he's ever really disappeared.
Oh no, that a couple months ago, Commander X got busted, but he's back at it. I don't know how he did what he did, but he got out and he's back at that shit.
What people?
I don't know. People.
But it's just, you gotta think though, if everything's still getting hacked the way it's been, I think it's still tied down to Anonymous, honestly.
Does he have a YouTube channel?
He used to. Keyword.
Hey, Josh.
Oh, he's telling you to stay away from Anonymous. But not even that, though. I believe, too, Anonymous is going to bring out a lot more than just that. And I can't say what at this current time. Oh, they're not safe, that's for sure. They are dangerous. Their technology and their level of skill and their undetectable level really is fucking out of this world shit that it's really is dangerous. You're right. They are dangerous. And I'm not going to give them the props that they're the safest people in the country or the safest people in the world in general, wherever they may side or resign. But they can do so much shit as a group. And since they've been going for so long now, or in the wind for some time now, I mean, not so long, but for some time, I still think they had these little mini groups, whatever you want to call them, out there doing some side work for them in the meantime while they're building up for something big. And here they come back again. And I agree. I can't agree with question mark anymore. That they're not safe. They're dangerous, and they're not gonna come out clean. They're gonna come out ready to play.
Midwest, your thoughts? Wow.
Sorry, Bub. I'm between two different things right now. I gotta
Exactly.
moderate.
That's why I said they may not have came out as anonymous when they were doing this other hacking stuff going on in this world and in this country and whatnot. They never stop. So that's why I think they really have these little side groups too, why they'll keep it in their name.
Oh yeah, they got sleeper cells for sure. Any good?
That's why when you said Anonymous was coming back, like they never went anywhere, bro.
No, when I mean I say they're coming back like hard, like.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. They were just using these little side groups that were doing these other hacking things that were going on, such as Bitcoin and whatnot, just to keep their fucking name out the wind. And they couldn't even find who were doing that. That's why when he said they're dangerous people, I agree.
And you know what's sad? You know what's sad? The government employ these people.
I wouldn't doubt it because their technology is so fucking weird that they can't really get caught. That's why I say it's weird because they can't get caught. They haven't yet. How many times have they hacked Sony? How many times have they hacked Microsoft?
They hack Sony more than they drop.
Biggest Japan and one of your biggest American technology in the world.
They've hacked Sony more times than they have Microsoft.
But I'm just saying though. But think about it though. But that's still one of your biggest companies in the U.S. and one across the country, across the globe. I mean, in Japan, and they still haven't been able to stop. You know what I mean? Only thing that Microsoft was able to do is build stronger firewalls. Sony still hasn't been able to do that. I'm pretty sure to this day, Sony's still eligible to get hacked by them at any given day. But they're done with doing that petty shit. And I know they are. So that's why I said they're not safe either. Because when they come back, and they come back as the group Anonymous, they're not playing. They're going to come back and hit it all at once. And it's going to be a whole fucking nuke going off. What's going on, Bell?
Yeah, something's going to fucking...
That's going to be better than the fucking Mark Lindell fucking cyber fucking extravaganza bullshit he fucking pulled. And that's going to be more truthful, more accurate, and more fucking eye-opening.
Yeah, sounds like it. Sounds like it's going to be one for the ages.
Congress is really saying they're coming back. They're going to come back, and they're not going to come back soft. They're going to come back with everything they can.
Yeah.
They've already been trying to get stopped so many times in the past. Now they've been using their little side groups, and now they're going to come back in their own name. That means they're coming back, and they have more and stronger and more and fucking info than they had.
Yeah, go to the website or go to his Anonymous's page and look at the here, let me go look at it.
I don't even have to. I already knew because of what's been going on over the years too.
What?
Once he comes back, it's not gonna be pretty.
You know, Edward Snowden made a really good video that they posted about cell phones and shit.
Look at the movie
Watch
Snowden.
it.
Look at that.
Yep.
Just go watch the movie Snowden.
Yeah.
How come you don't hear his name anymore? Just like I said earlier, Jeff Epstein didn't kill himself, and neither did John McAfee. Look at John McAfee when he fucking put it this way. John McAfee gets permission to get extradited from a Spain jail or a Spanish jail, we'll say, back to the U.S. Dies an hour after the approval, and then his condo in Florida goes down to fucking Strumbles. And then they release that he has 31 terabytes of information of unreleased, non-classified information from the government. Where is it? I want to see that too. Obviously, somebody got their hands on it, and now it's washed down the drain again. Why? Because they did what they did. Obviously, he didn't kill himself, and there was no way he died an hour after the extradition approval. And then his condo going down. That's another inside job, guys. Don't let the fucking mainstream fool you.
Oh, I just subscribed to Anonymous. Hey, MCC. Holy shit. Good to see you, brother. Glad you're here.
Wow, what's going on, my boy?
Dad, come up. Come up, Dad.
Wait,
come on, Pops. Come on up, man.
Am I wrong?
Huh?
Was I wrong, though? Am I... Let me know.
No, you're not.
No, my talk.
No. According to all the videos, you've been watching it too. I mean,
yeah, I'm just saying. It's just they're ready, and they're not gonna come back in their own name if they weren't.
Yeah. That's
just like fucking
And they've been compiling videos for the last 2 months hard.
Yep.
Even bringing Elon Musk into it.
Yeah, remember when fucking they hacked into Bitcoin a couple years ago, or within the last few years?
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. That wasn't anonymous being mentioned at that point, but guess what? I bet 9 times out of 10, I'll put money on it, and I guarantee I'll win all my money on it. I guarantee that was 100%.
There he is.
That was one of his side crews that did it, just to prove this still exists. You know what I mean? Because of how big Anonymous is, there's no way nobody's not working underneath him at this point. That's a hacker out there. He has all the hackers under him. I'm sorry to say it's true. There's no way that if you want to be a hacker and a true good hacker and not be found, there's no way you're not under Anonymous at all.
Yeah. What's up, MCCCCCC?
Not much. What's up with you?
Not much.
Fucking, you know, I'm fucking back in the saddle.
Right on, brother.
Yeah, I put the lasso around his freaking waist and said, "Get the fuck over here."
I'm fighting the law, and the law ain't gonna win. So,
yeah, what's going on with you? How's everything with you? Everything all right?
Tell me about it. Let's hear it.
well, working on fighting my court cases.
What they get you for?
Well, for recording at the city hall in Pontiac, Michigan, they arrested me for disorderly / loitering.
Oh,
Yep.
go here we
Yep.
go. Yeah.
Yep.
And then in Holly, Michigan, I went to the village offices, which was also the school administration building. No school there, but they're trying to say there was a school. They arrested me for 2 counts of disturbing a school that doesn't even exist and resisting and obstructing an officer.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Wow.
And the funny part is, the only reason they filed the charges against me is because as soon as I was done with that piece of shit cop, I went straight over to his department and filed a complaint against him on the live stream.
Yeah.
Wait, so he didn't even arrest you on the scene, so he let you go, so you were free to go. So obviously there was no crime being committed if you were free to go to begin with.
Oh, well, see, he grabbed my arm. He flew up there in his car super aggressively. He jumps out of his car and comes rushing me and, getting in my face and talking and not listening to a word I had to say. And then he grabbed my arm without saying I was detained or under arrest. So I ripped my arm back out of his grip and I said, "Don't you fucking touch me."
Oh yeah, I
So
remember
that's where
that
the
video.
resisting come from.
That's the same thing
Didn't
that
you
happened
go-
to me in New Jersey when the New Jersey cop grabbed me without saying nothing, just walked over to me like a fucking soldier, mute as fuck, and tried to grab me. I took off running. All my charges dropped, and basically I got a noise ordinance violation because of being too loud.
Yeah, these stupid cops think they can just come up and grab a motherfucker without saying you're being detained or you're under arrest. No, it doesn't work that way. That's not how the law was written.
Yeah, and I clearly was, if you want to call it, I did pull away and take off running for a fat kid.
Yeah, and the motherfucker, the MCC can't even.
Like you said, you were under arrest for being detained, so I took off running. I was scared.
Bucket, can you play that video?
I'm on my phone.
I don't have that actually. That's on what you would call it. I'm not gonna have time to find it now.
I mean, the motherfucker.
Did you hear what happened to me just recently in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, Michigan?
Nah.
And we played.
What happened?
Watch this.
Shit, you want to hear something funny? We went, the 4 of us, Wolverine, Eyes on Corruption, Frickin' Media, and I, we went to the city hall in Detroit trying to get a copy of the incident report for our false arrest in Detroit. And they wouldn't let us in because we had cameras. So I went down there yesterday with my phone in my pocket, secretly recording everything, and I walked all up in that bitch. And then when I was done trying to get my report, I went back down by the security cards and pulled the phone out and started recording them, obviously. And they started flipping out and tried to get the police to get me out of the building. And the cop just sat there in the chair. He wouldn't even get out of the fucking chair and acknowledge the security guard. It was fucking hilarious.
Let me know if you can still hear this, guys, okay?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, let's see it.
So tell me, stop telling me what's happening.
All right, so I was in there. The pharmacy got my prescription because my pharmacy couldn't deliver it to me tomorrow, but it was an antibiotic for my hand. You can't wait freaking 2 days for an antibiotic after you just got your first dose yesterday and whatnot. Here, I called White Cross. I asked them nicely. I said, "What time did they receive the fax on their end?" They told me they received it. They got the confirmation fax that they received it at 1:54 or 1:53. So I said to the pharmacy, I was trying to say calmly to her. I said, "You guys have my prescription since 1:53. I come in here and now you tell me I gotta wait 20 minutes. Now I'm already waiting for work. My ride's waiting for me up the street at my house. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I gotta be to work for 3 o'clock. Now I'm gonna be late by like maybe a half hour because it takes me about a half hour to get there. So by the time I get to home now, to get to work, if you guys even let me go.
Did you end up getting your prescription?
No, this is the thing. So she told me I had to wait 20 minutes. I was like, how come I had to wait 20 minutes when it's been here for 30? And then I went and filed a complaint originally because the guy that was back there wearing an American flag thing, he goes, yo, motherfucker, I'll knock you the fuck out. I said, come see me
You got the
outside.
medication?
Yes.
They're gonna bring it out to you. They don't want you going in.
No problem,
They
sir.
said you don't behave when you're in there or something.
Yep, and Sergeant 69 doesn't behave on the job either.
They're gonna get you your meds.
Okay, you don't have to tell me. He just told me. You can back
I don't
down.
know. I was inside.
Yeah, okay. Stop being a smart ass 69.
Okay.
Smile and wave all you want, because you're screwed when it comes to the AG's office.
Oh yeah.
Call my uncle. He works for them. You guys don't understand who the Bucket Boy News is.
All right.
I got a lawyer in retention now.
For you.
Frank Orabona.
Good for you.
Learn the name, because he's going to come see you guys.
He knows where to find us.
Yep.
Okay.
And you know what's funny? The last December Comic I had on you guys, I beat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yep.
Congratulations.
With Ron DeNoia.
Congratulations.
So keep trying to arrest me for the Sterling Connors, buddy. Because those ain't going to go shit.
Congratulations.
You're going to get shit on them.
Watch your mouth.
Language, freedom of speech.
No, there's little kids out here.
Freedom of
Watch your
speech.
mouth.
We're in America. Freedom of speech.
Watch your mouth.
Freedom of speech. You got to create
Watch your
privacy
mouth.
if you want privacy and protection
Watch
from kids.
your mouth.
I don't have to.
Yeah, you do.
I don't
Your
fucking
kids are
have
out.
to. No, I don't.
Listen, we're trying to help you out get your medication.
Okay, and I'm allowed to freely
Otherwise-
speak. You're not allowed to
otherwise you're
vote.
gonna leave.
You're not allowed to vote by First Amendment.
We can tell you to
You're not
leave.
allowed to vote by First Amendment.
All
Freedom
right,
of
how about
speech.
If you're gonna cause a disturbance out here, you can leave.
I'm not. You're disturbing
You can
me.
leave.
You're
Nope.
enticing me on camera.
You can leave.
You're being enticeful, 69.
Leave.
You're enticing.
Brandon, leave. Leave.
You're enticing me.
You're giving a
I don't
walk
have to
over
leave.
And then he walks off, and then look.
Yes, it's my bear spray on me, motherfuckers. From you guys, I'm going. Don't you approach. I'm leaving. I gotta go to the sidewalk. You said leave. You said leave. No, come on. You said leave. You said leave. I was leaving. I'm not spaying.
That was fucked up.
So yeah, they got me for refusing to move. Wasn't a criminal charge; it was a municipal court case. He says in the report, he told me to leave. I refused once. Then he told me it was a lawful order. I still refused, and that's when he told me I was under arrest. And clearly, that wasn't the case. I moved and left the area the second time and was leaving.
Yeah. Hey, have you guys heard of what happened to Maddie Madness?
What you think? MCC. MCC.
Yo,
What you think on that?
what's that?
Did you watch that video?
Which one? The one you were just showing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
They got me for refusing to move. Municipal court violation. No criminal charge. Detained me for 7.5 hours. Fingerprint to be on a municipal court case. Released me 7.5 hours later, like I stated. And now my next court date is December 8th. December 8th. I hired a lawyer. Like I told them I was going to do in that video. They wanted to fuck with me. They said in the police report, he first told me to leave. I refused because I was waiting for my meds, so I did. And then he said it was a lawful order, and I still refused, and that's when he told me I was under arrest. No, he told me it was a lawful order. I started leaving.
All right.
He told me I was under arrest when I said, don't approach me, I'm leaving. And right after I said that, he then says, no, come here, you're under arrest.
Jeez.
My lawyer already said December 8th, if we can't get it dropped, then we're going to trial and appeal court. We're going to get it dismissed, and then we're going to sue him.
Absolutely.
I don't give a fuck about us if we talk about this or not. It's better if I paid for my lawyer, so why can't I basically represent myself what my lawyer already paid for?
Right.
Now I can just use him for his bar card in assistance, basically. I paid for him, you know what I mean? I know my stipulations, I know where my ground stand, and I know where I need him. So why can't I fully talk about it if I want to? So fuck it. You know what I mean?
Right.
No, I mean that's what they just tell you, dude. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. I mean, fuck it.
I'm sorry. I do this shit as an activist. I don't do this for the money. I tell people that all the time. I do it for the people, by the people, because we the people. Money is the last thing in my mind when I come to doing this shit.
Oh, damn right. Damn right. There's a message behind it.
My activist work. I'll get whatever I need to do my job and my work on my own and struggle on my own. I don't care. But this right here, I'll stay active and I'll stay telling you guys what happened, step in, step out, what's going on. I'm not afraid. Why? Because that's called transparency. Not a lot of motherfuckers are true enough to show that. I'm not saying anybody here or in chat. I'm just saying a lot of motherfuckers out there that do this work or say they're doing this work for the people and whatnot aren't transparent. And I'm not afraid to say it. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm right. I don't care. I'll listen to your opinion. I'm not gonna tell you you're a piece of shit. Your opinion, unless you're gonna come at me like a piece of shit. But you don't know this. You know what I mean? And what happened? Yes, I want to go back to that 420. What happened with Maddie Madness?
I don't know. I heard she got arrested, and I don't know the gist of it. I just heard she got arrested, and
Bill Admin in the chat. Do we have any update on that? What's going on?
so I don't know.
Hold
Yeah,
on
if
one
Bell
second.
knows something, Bell, put
Hold on
something
one
in the chat
second.
there.
Hold on one second. Let me make a quick phone call.
Jesus Christ, you all right?
Yep.
What the fuck you do? Take a fucking big bong rip or what?
Sounded like way too big a hit.
No shit. Jesus.
I wish it was. Nah, I'm like in between. I'm over here on LDOF too on his mod, so I'm trying to help him out a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, what's your specialty in tattooing?
Black and gray. Gray wash.
Fine line, black and gray, or just black and gray?
It depends what I use. If it's a big piece, I probably won't use any lines unless it's inside of a face or to have contour lines. But other than that, I use shaders.
Now, when you come out to visit, you're gonna bring your tattooing stuff with you, right?
I have to buy all my new shit because it got stolen.
Oh no.
Yeah, in between moving, my neighbor came into my fucking house and stole my shit, but there's just no way I can prove it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's alright, dude. They stole my kids' toys and fucking everything, bro.
Yeah. That's fucked up.
Have you guys seen the new TV show that's been on? The new series, season 2 starts October 2nd or 1st. But it's called The Equalizer with Queen Latifah.
I have not.
Fucking amazing. I watched 2 episodes.
What's it on? Is it on Netflix?
I got it on Paramount Plus.
Oh, it's on.
No, I haven't seen that on it.
It's on CBS. It was on CBS for season 1. It might be on Netflix. Let me Google that for us.
Either Netflix or Hulu, one or the other.
Yeah, but I'm planning to travel, but it's gonna be a minute. I'm gonna go up there by MCC. I'm gonna see if I can meet up with your ass.
Hell yeah.
Wolverine wants to go out too.
Oakland County needs a whole lot of fucking auditing. Those tyrant motherfuckers need to learn.
You can get it on Hulu.
You can get on Hulu?
Hulu Plus, yeah.
Oh, Hulu Plus.
I don't know. I'm just going by.
What? Don't fucking jump off a bridge. Oh shit, boys. I can't believe. Let's go.
How'd you
Let's
guys
do a
see the news
recap.
today?
Let's do a recap, Bucket. Let's do a recap.
So we went over today about the Gabby Petito case, how there was a lot of fuck ups and what the fuck is what they waiting for. Last Tuesday, Brian Laundrie, Gabby Petito's long time fiance, boyfriend, went missing. August 12th, they had a domestic situation where witnesses were called into the police department stating that Brian Laundrie was seen slapping Gabby Petito around on the way to the van before driving off. Later in the day, they got pulled over for speeding and hitting a curb while Brian Laundrie was driving behind the wheel. And they determined at that point that Gabby Petito was the aggressor. No charges were filed. They put Brian Laundrie in a hotel for the night, and they told Gabby Petito to stay in the van and to stay separated for at least 24 hours. September 1st, he came back to Florida without Gabby Petito and went back to his parents' house and with her van, and they didn't know what happened to Gabby. They've been looking for her. They found her body over the weekend in Wyoming in Grand Teton Park National Park, and they ruled it a homicide today. And now he's been a person of interest since last Tuesday, but he's been missing since last Tuesday as well. Why wasn't Brian Laundrie a person of interest or in custody since the 1st at least? We don't know yet. There's some what the fuck issues going on in this situation here. We also talked about how the police slip through cracks all the time and how someone's starting to see justice and how we're seeing this serious shit once again be sit on. And then basically we've just been having an open conversation since. But that's how it's been tonight on 420 Video Media.
MCC, you eating fucking chips?
Who, me? No, never.
Oh, yeah, right. Bullshit.
But that's what we've been going over, and
yeah, Bucket brought it to light to me today. Because I was just hearing of it, then something popped up on my phone saying she was found in Wyoming.
it's weird though.
Yeah, the whole thing stinks. The whole thing stinks.
Are you talking about that YouTuber?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been following it.
This lifelong cross-country trip to national parks.
Yo, but check it out, dude. Did you see the body cam footage?
Yeah, but hold this. Here,
yeah.
That's what I'm going over. Hear me out real quick, Midwest. You ready?
Yeah.
August 12th, people were calling into the police department. It was stated people were calling into the police department saying Brian Laundrie was seen slapping Gabby Petito around on the way to the van before driving off. Later on that day, they pulled over Brian Laundrie while he was driving Gabby Petito's van on the side of the road. They determined that at that point, Gabby Petito was the aggressor. But the phone calls initially stated earlier in that day that it was seen that Brian Petito was seen slapping her around on the way to the van before driving off from the store. So obviously my thought right there, if I was a cop or if I was an investigator or something on this scene, Gabby Petito was too scared to tell the truth at the time of the pullover later on in that day for them speeding and hitting a curb.
Yep. And the text messages to her grandpa.
Right.
Did you see that shit too?
That's what I'm saying. And so then now on the 1st of September, he comes back to Northport, Florida to his parents' house with her van without her. And then now he becomes a person of interest last Tuesday, but he's now missing. And his lawyer said he's been advised by counsel not to talk about this case. But now they can't even find him since last Tuesday. Why wasn't he a person of interest or in custody since the 1st of September?
Yeah, it was the fucking.
When he came back to Florida without her in her vehicle.
Yeah. There's your sign. Hello.
That's why I was saying these cops. Why were they? What does Laundrie's family know somebody? Because they obviously was sitting ducks for something. I don't know why they were sitting so long under even put Laundrie in custody. Because if you think about it, Joe Civilian or me here in Rhode Island gets called as an aggressor over the phone. They see us later on with an issue. They're going to automatically arrest me based on the previous phone call, or Joe Civilian based on the previous phone calls. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So how do they let this slip from August 12th to September 1st and not even have him in custody on the 1st or even the 2nd, and then have him go missing last Tuesday? And here we are almost in October at the end of the month of September. Basically the last week of September.
Right. I think it's kind of dumb when people like us have more sense than the fucking police do.
And it just doesn't make sense, too, that they sat ducks all this time, and now they're doing this huge search for him, and now he's been missing since last Tuesday. But he came back home on September 1st, 21 days later. Now they put a bigger search into him. Now that the issue been ruled a homicide, and they found her body. God rest her soul. Like I said earlier, I feel bad for her and her family. Yes, I do. But why did they let him go so long? And now they can't even find him.
Yep.
Somebody was sitting ducks, or somebody knew somebody, the lawyer knew somebody, and they let it go for so long. And then last Tuesday, they were able to let him slip out somewhere, whatever, and poof, here we are. That's how I'm seeing it.
Damn, who the fuck is giving my boy thumbs downs? What the fuck?
Oh, that happens. I'm not really worried about it. Believe me.
No, since fucking SJV fucking San Joaquin shared my video, dude, I've been getting some evil comments.
Have you really?
Yeah.
But if you think about this too, it's just crazy. Now he's such a big freaking eye in the case, but they let him go since last Tuesday till you make him a POI.
Right.
But if that was any of us, we were in jail waiting to freaking fight our way out of this.
Yep.
How was he not rotten this whole time during the case? Why was he still free? Why wasn't he at least charged? Or why wasn't he at least detained and questioned from the jump heavily? Why was he able to escape? And here we are 21 days later, and the search was even heavier. Why wasn't it heavy from the start? Why wasn't he on home confinement from the jump, at least? If you didn't think he was a prime suspect, but you thought he had something to do with it, put him on home confinement so you could track him.
Yep, something.
They would have done that to us.
I know my ass would have got a tracker put on me.
Why wasn't he a flight risk? Considering he does all this traveling anyways.
Yeah.
It's showing he has capability and funds to do all this traveling. So why wasn't he labeled a flight risk?
The ass probably went straight to fucking Mexico.
Or Canada.
No, or Canada, yeah. Fucking dumb motherfuckers, man.
But it's just, that's where I'm saying, what the fuck in these cases, in this case. That's where I'm saying where what the fuck moments come into play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, use your fucking eyes. I mean,
there's no
body cam footage, the text, like the messages to old girl's grandpa. That the messages use the grandpa's name. Now, if I'm texting my grandpa, I'm gonna say grandpa. You know what I mean? I'll be like, Grandpa, can you help me?
John Rodriguez, how are you today? You know?
Yep.
I don't know her grandfather's name. I was just using a random name. Sorry, guys. That wasn't her grandfather's name.
No, I know. I just want to put it out there.
But
But
nobody's gonna
who's to
text
say
your
her
mom.
parents weren't strict
Nobody's
about
gonna
that
text
and she
him.
didn't use his name all the time?
Obviously, those red flags and those messages alone.
Well, I can see that too, MCC. You never know. You know what I mean?
Because some families, you always use their name, not their.
Yeah, but too, though, do you always text them that way or not? They gotta go based off of that too. You know. Any other messages? Was it grandpa or was it his actual name? If it was grandpa, now his actual name, there's a red flag. You know. And it's not like they can't get her text history, whether it's deleted or smashed out the phone or not. They can go right to the freaking server.
Oh, well, I got to go, guys. I just put my foot through my deck.
Good job.
Beautiful.
That's what you get for being a Jolly Green Giant.
Yeah, fuck you. My leg hurts. Bite me.
I love you.
Catch y'all later.
Later, brother.
Later, man.
I was trying to enlighten the situation. I didn't. Fuck.
I love that dude, man. I really love that.
But it's just, why wait from the first to last Tuesday to even make him a prime suspect in the Buddha search? Why wasn't he held or on an ankle bracelet or some type of monitoring or some type of lockdown until they came out with the facts? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, somebody didn't do their fucking job.
Facts.
Is what it is. You know.
And it makes you think it was an inside job.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what kind of access old boy had to her shit? That could have been like extra money.
We would have had this much freedom on a case like this.
Yeah.
There's no way me, you, or 420 or so Joe Civilian will have this much freedom on a case like this.
Yeah.
We would have showed back up to our hometown without the person we've been with for freaking weeks in and weeks out, showing it through YouTube and whatnot and pictures on social media and shit.
Yeah.
We would have been fucking held and interrogated for fucking weeks in and weeks out by now. And never seen a light of day.
Yep.
How was he even to be see light of day this long? And now he's missing. What's up?
Hold on, give me a sec, guys. I gotta go get something to drink real quick.
What's going on, Cop Blocker?
Hey, Cop Blocker, what's going on, brother?
I just don't get how he was able to get away this long. And now he's not even to be found. We would never be able to get away like this. We would never be able to do something like this to begin with.
Yeah. Like you said earlier, with the domestic violence laws, they're kind of bland. To me, they sound bland. I mean, I'm not a legal expert, but
In certain states, especially Wyoming, because that wouldn't have happened in Rhode Island. That wouldn't have happened, like you said, in Florida. And that sure wouldn't have happened in your home state, Mass.
Bucket, look up to see what the domestic arrests are in
I want to
Wyoming.
give you the Rhode Island stipulation, okay? Rhode Island, if somebody is convicted of domestic violence, the state picks up the charge automatically. City can't drop it whether the witness wants to or not. Then the person gets processed, booked. If he's a violator, that person has to do the violation time, so on and so forth, and then possibly do more time based on the new charge of the domestic violence or whatever the case may be. But the point is, you're still held on a violation at that point if you're a violator. But if not, you're booked and issue there's no contact order released 24 hours after the situation. But the thing is, though, the city can't drop it and the witness can't drop it without the state's permission because the state automatically picks it up.
Yep.
So it's just right there. The state automatically picks it up. How the fuck did he get away on August 12th of not being the aggressor? And she automatically turns out to be the aggressor at the time of the pullover, but not at the time of the phone call that was going into 911.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Because here in Rhode Island, the state picks it up and nothing can be done until the state decides what to do. Same thing in Mass. Ever since that organization, no more, or no hate, or whatever it was, no more. Or whatever it was, came out for the domestic violence victims. They've been supposed to be hitting it hard. And why did Wyoming let that slip? Because now look what they're doing. Cross jurisdiction fucking homicide investigation.
Oh, what's up, cock
Could
blocker?
have been well avoided.
What's up, cock blocker? I saw you.
That probably could have been well avoided. Could have been. I think this could have been well prevented, honestly. If
Oh,
Wyoming
absolutely.
did their proper job.
Oh yeah, they could have took continuous extent of things to keep him from leaving the fucking state he was in, but they didn't.
Because at the time of the pullover, she was the aggressor. But the time the 911 call was going in before early in the day, before they got pulled over for speeding and hitting the curb, he was called the aggressor by witnesses at the store, seeing him slapping her around on the way to the van before her driving off. So how the fuck did she turn into the aggressor? Obviously, she was scared of seeing she was doing things while she was driving, so he wouldn't get in trouble. That's what I would have taken out of that, or taken out of that.
Right?
Yeah, somebody. I would have to
And then
actually
based on the
sit
calls,
down and watch
then.
the body cam footage. I would have to definitely sit and watch it. It's an hour and 17 minutes. I just saw it. So I was just curious to see what kind of and we're not experts by any means. We're not experts. We are just giving our opinion. This is just our opinion only, folks. We are not experts.
No, but understanding whether that body cam.
Oh yeah.
Whether that body cam footage is an hour or not, based on what they broke down in 20 minutes of a story. It just he should have been the aggressor off rip. I don't give a fuck how they determine whether or not he wasn't the aggressor or not, but 911 calls off rip should have made him the aggressor. Sorry to say.
But they say it as a
that body cam footage shouldn't mean shit when 911 calls are going in. You know what I mean?
It's fucked up.
Was the 911 calls on the body cam? I don't think so.
Behind
We'll
the penal,
see.
right?
I'll get the
I
link
wish I
for
could get
420
closer to
and
these guys
we'll
with the rest
But
here. So there's not
was-
much that I can do.
Mute your background noise.
I'll be end up there with them. We gotta have
But
And James Madison is going live right now. Rogue is getting arrested.
great.
What the fuck, man?
It's just that body cam footage. I don't think will truly have the 911 calls early in that day in it. I'll see when I get the link from 420 and whatnot, but it's just nuts. Because if it don't, that body cam footage will be shit. Because those fucking phone calls should be prime evidence that he was the aggressor and she was scared. What the fuck's Roe getting arrested for? Midwest.
Yo.
What's he getting arrested for?
Him and Chris were auditing the hold on. I gotta read back. It is a Florida precinct. I can't.
But somebody's got to speak on what the fuck really happened and not what they want to say happened. Because if I don't see protests and riots for this case, not riots, I don't want to ever see riots ever again. Sorry. Let me rephrase this. I don't see peaceful protests and outrages, I should say, not riots. Outrages is what I wanted to say, or what I should have said to begin with. Based off of this, then this world is where it's never going to get fixed where we want it. And I don't like to say that because never say never. And I don't like Justin Bieber, so don't go there. But anyways, it's just it needs to be brought to attention for this case as well. Because obviously an inside job needs to be put on blast. Because it was obviously an inside job.
So they said the cops that got Rogue right now are saying that Rogue's got a warrant. They were auditing the Long Beach precinct in Florida.
What's the warrant for?
Chris hasn't said yet, but he's live.
Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta go to the other side of the studio real quick and steal my.
James Madison. That's yeah. James Madison audits. That's correct.
I have no idea.
Man, they trying hard on us nowadays, man.
I'm not reading chat. I'm looking some stuff up.
Oh shit. Fuck.
Man, them A&M boys has got it bad, man. They keep getting cases, keep winning them, and still the bullshit keeps coming.
All right, guys. We're going to call it a day.
Well, at least a night.
Very positive stream. Thank you.
Call it a night. You're very welcome. Thanks for coming up, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us this evening.
No problem.
I will see you guys later.
Yeah, hit me up.
What's going on, y'all? D-Bucket Boy News 401 here. How's everybody doing today? Fuck Joe Biden and fuck you for voting for him. Oh, shit.